welcome back to my video. My apartment caught on fire about 1 year ago. Right now I'm currently living in a temporary apartment or temporary place until my reconstruction of my older apartment is finished. It's gonna take about 2 more months until I move back in, and I don't want to leave this apartment, to be honest, because it has rooftop and the location is so much better than my other apartment. I can bring friends over to have some protein shakes, and just listen to music and have a good time and enjoy the view. But once I go back, I won't have that, so better take advantage of this time. Anyway, so there are 5 simple things that you need to do before or during the fire, because this is coming from my personal experience, and trust me with this, I have taken some time to take some notes. The first thing that you need to do is to install and maintain the proper fire sensing equipment in your household. There's something that I learned from this fire is that the sprinkler that I had in my house was a sprinkler that would only activate when it senses fire. So it turns out that I expected my house to be completely wet and everything damaged, but only the part that sensed fire went off. So that saved me quite a lot of belongings. Okay, so the second one was everything is gonna happen in over a second, and you're gonna be freaking out. And make sure if you have your little furry animal in the house, grab them and make sure that you have their collar around their neck, so your dog collar has the insurance tags and everything, because things that it's gonna take a lot of time for you to go back and get those paper trails back. So might as well keep it around the dog's or cat's neck and save yourself some trouble. The third thing to grab is your keys and your wallets. You're gonna need your identification, you're gonna need your car keys, house keys, and cash and credit to at least keep yourself not starving or have clothes during the emergency hours. And this is the fourth point, and I think this is the most important one, which is to grab your important documents, and that includes marriage certificate, that could be lease agreement, that could be your rent agreement, social security number, and other financial and legal documents. I have realized this after is that you can have a fireproof and waterproof lock in your house, but if you don't, make sure that you have everything together in one place before you run out of the house, because those are some important documents that you may not be able to get back once the fire hits the house, so it's really important. And the fifth and final thing that you want to grab is your medicines. Okay, I know that a lot of my viewers range from 20 to 40 years old. Let's hope that you don't deal with any of those medical symptoms, but if you do, you need to grab your medicines, because you won't be able to get back in soon. For example, my dog, as I mentioned before, my dog is pretty old, and he's 11 years old and he's diabetic, and we ran out of the house without having any insulin for him, or can insulin for him, and thankfully we were allowed back in a couple of hours later to grab some important stuff only and then evacuate the building again, and we were able to grab the insulin for my dog. And honestly, without the insulin, we cannot feed the dog because of the blood level pressures and whatnot. So make sure that you also grab your medicines too. Other than those 5 things that I mentioned, there are some couple of side notes that I want to talk about too. The first thing is check your insurance coverage. The next thing is to prepare your emergency funding account. So it really depends on your insurance policy, but sometimes some of the insurance policy, like mine, they pay you after, so they reimburse you after you pay. So that means that you're gonna have to go through some initial payments to get yourself through those emergency hours. And that leads on to the next point that I wanted to talk about, which is, for example, if you don't have any friends, if you're new to that area, or if you don't really have any close friends, make sure that you create some sort of emergency contact or emergency place to stay in case of fire or natural disasters. Yeah, so I just summarized my fire experience for you guys. Hopefully this was helpful, and I hope you guys stay safe from any natural and unexpected events. Thanks for watching, and I'll come back with more videos in the future.